Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. This is our Path of the Damned Herald run. Episode 54? 55. Episode 55. And we are heading... We're going to do two things. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to head to the Luminous Bathhouse in Nekataka in Pariki's Overlook. We're going to do that part of Seraphin's quest, and then we're going to head to the Spire of the Soul Seers to do the Jacalo part of the quest. We're doing that second because we're also going to do Glimpse Beyond, talk to Flaun Elet at the Spire of the Soul Seers. And if I'm remembering, that means we get teleported to another location. So... I'm going to try to do that all in like one fell swoop. So, we're going to head to Ariki's Overlook. And then, when we're done with that, we're probably going to swap to the other team and play with them for a while, because we haven't played with them for quite some time.
It'd be a right shame you be such a cold, calculating crabhatcher, Maya.
I don't speak fur pirate, but I'll take that as a compliment.
Drinks later, I.
Wouldn't miss it.
Love it. Love it. Alright, Luminous Bathhouse. Here we go. So there's actually quite a bit of stuff we can do here in the Luminous Bathhouse. One of the things we can do is we can find a way into Archimir's Manor. But what we want to do is talk to Undine. So let's rest real quick, or let's save real quick. Talk to
I
Undine.
see you brought your pain, but you need come to ease it. Pity.
A venerable elf sits beside the water, her creased and spotted skin slightly flushed by the heat. Numerous scars mar her skin on face and torso alike. Her eyes open and their sharp gaze focuses on you. This is obviously the thing we want, but... what brings you to the bathhouse?
It eases my pain. More than that is an awful long yarn, and then Tadlichly.
Oh, by Berath's bulging ball bag, spare us a tragic tale, you poxy old salt. Tell us a Romaro and we'll be leaving you to your misery.
Seraphin, you have a rather curious method of making a request. How often has this worked in your favor?
Good question.
Well, mayhaps a time or two. Suppose it works best with a gun behind it. Ma'am.
Clearing his throat, he takes an increased interest in his toes.
Seraphin.
She smiles, an expression both sad and kind.
Romaro described you pointedly. He told me that you would come were ye in danger.
Danger? Nay, not I. But I do seek him, though. And I feel that he needs me. Feel it in the deep depths of my furry fun sack. If you care for him, you'll be telling me what you know.
He bade me not tell anybody of his plans, ye included. He's left this area, afeard of the danger he fashes on those near to him.
She sighs, a long pained sound accompanied by a wince. Please help my friend. He loves Romaro like a father.
He's the nearest thing I got to kin. Why didn't he trust me?
Seraphin's head drops.
He did trust you. He trusted you wholly.
Undine frowns at Seraphin, her eyes wet.
I'll tell you, and trust ye to con best what to make of the conning. Romaro treated me as galleon for mine clipper. A stuggy trade, surely, but he insisted that he needed the speed. I can't tell you what he intends, but he set sail for Sayuka, intending to replenish there.
Ah.
That's everything I con, for whatever good it does you.
Okay, so now we have to take Seraphin to Sayuka. Okay, cool.
He gave up the sorcerer? And for what? An elven clipper? Makes as much sense as Doug's on a Drake cap. He'd be easy catchings for any freebooter after his hide.
Who is hunting Romaro besides Mulnash?
That salted cockfuss be the biggest threat, sure as shit. But others will want that bounty too. Not to mention a favour comes with it.
Strange that your good friend is trying so hard to avoid you. Seraphin blinks, nose twitching. His ears angle slightly back.
Surely thinks he's protecting me. Stubborn as I seem, Captain Watcher. Romaro makes me look the dabbler.
Fair enough. We should hurry to Sayuka.
Aye, Cap, you've read my mind. And here with me thinking that were my skill in particular.
He winks. Maya thumbs her chin, nodding. Takehu rocks back on his heels, nodding to himself.
Thank you mightily, lass. Enjoy the baths.
Soft travels. The wages of war catch ye up soon or soon.
The fuck?
What can I do? Certainly.
Alright, what do we got? Bathhouse
The
Steward.
cost of enjoying the bathhouse's unique offering is 1,000 copper per session.
The Bathhouse Steward crosses his arms and smiles. His look holds an invitation, but a warning too.
Takehu! A pleasure to see you back so soon. On whose copper do you visit this time?
The Bathhouse Steward does nothing to conceal his bemusement.
Today, I thank Mother Ngati for my captain's deep pockets.
As the chuckle fades, Takehu favors you with a sidelong glance. Palagina shakes her head and adjusts her clothing.
Stronger than he looks, I say. An accomplished underwater wrestler.
He raises an eyebrow and nods. Go on.
Kara, perhaps later. A man must have his secrets.
Takehu winks.
Will you be enjoying a dip in the waters then?
Okay, let's around real quick. Try to double check and see if there's any quests here. Ooh, hey, one of me. You're greeted by a tall, carefully composed man. The crescent moon in the center of his forehead glows faintly. Up close, the careful tailoring of his opal-adorned robes and their immaculate cleanliness speak to a deep well of vanity.
Welcome, welcome. I am Ganor, owner and proprietor of the Luminous Bathhouse. If there's any way I might make your visit more comfortable, you need only ask.
He clasps his hands and bows, a playful smile tugging at the corner of his lips. What do you have for sale? Ah. Moistened Cove, the Bathyal Drop, the Abyss. Nice. 25% beneficial effect duration and 10% increased area of effect. +2 health regen per 6 seconds, +1 max power pull, +1 constitution. Oh, pretty good. Aha. Let me hit this abyss. Increased effect. Buff duration, basically, might actually be really good for us. Mataru Warrior.
Have you tried the bathing pool? Kira, its waters allow you to absorb the powers of the dead.
Is this your first time to the baths?
Oh, this is the creepy old man. I remember him. An old man stretches his arms over his head and yawns, making a show of displaying his moistened physique. I haven't been in the water yet.
The cost is high, but so are the delights. I might have the skin and bones of a retired scarecrow, but the waters bring youth back, where it counts.
All right, old man. He studies you from under a lowered brow as his knees begin to drift apart. Nope, you can stop that right now.
No matter. I won't let this energy go to waste.
He furrows his brow and glances towards the other patrons. Nope.
Too morbid, my friend.
I hope we haven't spent too much time in the baths.
Young woman takes your measure wearing a concerned frown. It's fine, I don't work here.
I see. My thanks for clearing that up.
In any case, we hope you enjoy your time.
Your companion suddenly tips her head to shoo you away. It brings you to the bathhouse.
I am helping Herwina to conceive.
She came all the way from the Deerwood, and I will see that she returns with arms laden with young.
Okay. Sianu grins her way.
After the Hollowborn crisis, I wanted no child of mine born in those blighted lands. This place is a miracle. Every day I emerge from the baths as a new woman, and my first child will be as strong as an Adra pillar.
He looks to Sianu with a bright smile. I don't think that's a guaranteed result. Metaphysics? I'm just gonna tell her good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Thanks. And luck to you on your stay here.
She smiles. Her companion simply nods. That's weird. Let's go upstairs. Looking for treasures. Or actually, I think one of the things I'm most interested in right now is finding trainers. Truth be told.
Of course.
So I'll take treasure as well.
What are you doing? Get out!
Alright.
Indeed.
Strange. Nothing really going on there. Okay, let's head down here real quick to the boiler room, which is, if I'm remembering correctly, where we can find entrance into Archimir's manor. Over here. So, if we so chose, we could squeeze through the crack. Find ourselves in Archimir's manor. Ooh, we leveled with Takehu! Swank! Nice. Level 13 on everyone in this party, I believe. Let's pop out real quick and then we'll grab Takehu. I wonder what spells he's gonna have access to now. I don't remember many of the high-level druid spells.
How's the head, Takehu? You, need anything?
My ink replenishes itself. I am in no physical pain.
Pretty neat trick, if you ask me.
Thank you.
Man, I wish I could fucking replenish, like, or fix their relationship. Explosives, metaphysics. Okie dokie! We can take Evil Turned Away, or we can take Her Courage Thick as Steel, which I'm really interested in taking. So let's go Courage Thick as Steel. Then we have Practiced Healer. That's really good. Rapid Casting is really good. Tough is good. Far Casting is okay. Can't do Plague of Insects. What did we get? We get Ocean Burst, which is a big-ass crush AoE. Cool. Relentless Storm. That is a foe AoE, so that's pretty cool. Wall of Thorns. Hazard AoE, so that's a no. Nature's Terror. Calls upon the dreadful strength of the storm. Cleansing Wind. Creates a rolling cloud of purification, healing the health of allies and pushing back enemies. Embrace of the Earth Talon. Firebug. That's cool. I mean, I guess we probably go Cleansing One. Like a simple enough pick. Full wind washed over the tribe. Oh, hold up. Then no, I don't want to take cleansing wind. So that's basically a phrase that does the exact same thing that cleansing wind does. But you're not always gonna have phrases. Just basically extra uses, so whatever. Let's go with it for now. I mean, if I don't like it, then I just toss it. I take something else.
I'm here. I'd be glad to.
Okay, so now we're going to head to the Spire of the Soulseers. It is time to do a bunch of stuff.
Merla, it's so humid. Let's get some...
Watcher, what a surprise to see you again.
Aha! This asshole. Beneath a familiar pointed nose, Caedmon Azo's grin achieves a careful balance between polite and sneering. His once round face has grown gaunter since you last saw him.
Belfetto, the man who dragged down every other Deerwooden animancer with his despicable practices. What a wonderful surprise.
I see we've all moved up in the world, haven't we? Taking an interest in the sciences?
Oof. Hey there, Azo. Still torturing patients? He darts a quick glance at Flaun Alet's direction, only to find her preoccupied. Azo smiles widely.
Don't be ridiculous. We have a long line of well-paid volunteers, of which you are the latest, I hear. I look forward to working with you.
I'll be watching you.
Do so. You may just learn something.
Caedmon turns away with a final half-hearted wave of dismissal. I'm not half-hearted wave your dismissal. Okay. I think we must speak with Flaun. From her unkempt hair to her agitated pacing, Flaun Alet gives off an air of restrained chaos. She waves you over with a few quick motions.
You're early. I'm sorry, but we aren't ready to look into your condition yet. You can have a seat over there. Hope you don't mind heights or birch.
She narrows her eyes at you.
You aren't one of our patients. Ah, Madiko, you that watcher. Senteri, I'm sorry. It's been a busy time here.
Uh-huh.
Castor sent a runner ahead of you. Guess he's excited about all this. He did not mention sending over one of the Deadfire Company soldiers. If you're here to do some spying, so be it. I need your help all the same.
I'm not... Next time I'm staying downstairs.
Did Castle say what all of this is about? Never mind, I'll explain. It's the Adra, of course. Everything's been about the Adra.
Of course.
We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra. But there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a Watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring.
I'm very surprised you don't just have a Watcher, like, on the payroll. Well, I'd be happy to help however I can.
Gilardi, what a relief. You won't regret this. Let me run you through the theory, and we'll get to the test itself. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Kith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home, ne?
Yeah.
But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented Cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. The world between. Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence, the kind of energy we can't replicate or restore. And these formations have a kind of connection to each other across the in-between.
Teleportation!
I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment.
Your theory is sound. I've used the Adra to track someone before.
Oh, good. You've done some experimenting on your own. A curious mind is a happy mind, I say. Can't mope about ghosts all day. We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. But for the moment, we are effectively blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it, someone like a watcher, for instance.
Ah. You want me to use my connection to the Adra? I could target a specific pillar.
Precisely right. We've had luck with shorter jumps, but those were as much spellcraft as science.
Gotcha.
The idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as well as provide the energy for you to jump effectively. What's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you.
Sorry, which was the exciting part? I may have missed something.
Oh, come on, Maya!
The next pillar's due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Oh, and don't worry. We paid the farmers.
Right, what if something goes wrong?
There was that fellow that jumped a little too far over the edge.
Stop scaring our assistant.
I have to take care of something first.
We'll get everything ready for you.
Okay. So one of the things I'd like to take care of first, if at all possible, is...
Come to watch us work? It's not as exciting when we're running through calculations.
Let's talk to her about other stuff. You work here?
Not the coziest place for it, is it? But the open air, the lightning specifically, is a boon. Lets our mages have a rest now and then. Good test of the equipment too. We're working on making it less delicate. Our junior researchers are still a little soft.
She laughs. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure thing, amico. Comes with the job, doesn't it?
Your accent, it doesn't sound very Valian.
Well, a few years in a deer will do that to you. Up to your armpits in jungle mud, insects, and snotty nobles. Probably would have been better off talking to the bugs.
Animancers aren't very popular in the Deerwood. Did the Huana give you trouble?
Oh, things are much different here. The Huana may not have the same passion for the field as the Republics, but we understand we're doing research, not sacrificing children to wolves or whatever it is the Deerwood believes.
Yeah, the problem with that is sometimes you guys were sacrificing children to wolves, you know? Or, like, mass torturing patients to try to come to specific outcomes, or, I don't know, killing off babies for, you know, shits and giggles. So, The Deerwood has a reason for being concerned about animancy.
So, no riots. Fortunately, news out of the Deerwood doesn't mean much to this lot.
Loun winks to undercut her teasing. This seems a strange place to run experiments.
It took us a few months to adapt. A few bad shocks too before we finished proofing the machinery against rain. I like to think it lends it all a little drama, no? Besides, how better to honor Helia than with invention?
Alagina tries to muster a weak smile, but it gets contorted into an annoyed grimace along the way. That is all.
For now, nay? No trouble if you think of anything else, amico.
We are looking for an animancer named... Hold on. Quick save.
Come to watch us work?
Animancer named Giaccolo.
Giaccolo. Ak, I know him. He has a little laboratory for himself down in the gullet. His speciality is godlike. Claims he can detect them in the womb.
She spreads her hands theatrically, though her expression never changes.
Giaccolo rents a room in Ecosi, the Hole, which is that grimy tavern down below. Why he seeks to bury himself, you will have to ask him yourself.
Yeah.
Not many animancers down there, so he should be easy to find, if they haven't stolen all his equipment. Or at Ogori.
Golden wishes.
What can I do for you?
Alright, let's do it.
Settled your nerves? We can get underway whenever you're ready. Gelarde. Very well. You stand there. Ansel, the machine.
Don't they get attacked?
Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't
what? Don't go too far? Don't think of a completely different location? Uh-oh! Don't go to Rimmergrons?
This is not the Coral and Bone Hall of Ngati. I do not belong here.
Oh.
Absolutely.
That was cool. I just picked up sand. Awesome.
If I feel cold, which part of me is doing the feeling?
You ask too much.
Luthen!
Okay.
I'm here. Happily. Certainly.
Akira, a wave the size of a mountain.
Run!
We have to go. Can't. No, please.
Oof.
Could be. Great.
Well, alright then.
Just like that.
What can I do?
Of all my people, I am the last.
Of course.
I cannot die here.
What did you find?
She tekasi izu yeked tigewu tikiki.
Indeed.
I conquered every city of the great.
An end
They
at
will
last.
remember my name.
I beg you.
Great.
Fucking soul collector over here. Okay. No, I need you closing with this guy.
Too difficult, I
Please
say.
and thank you.
Oh, good.
It's no use.
Closing strikes. Deep wounds.
Damn it, got away.
Nice.
Speak freely.
Just like that.
Not happening.
Thank you. It is no use. I cannot get through.
Speak freely. Not a problem, Captain. For the homeland!
Oh, good.
Nothing I can do.
Tell me.
Stand together!
Just like that.
Death to those who oppose the Republics!
Can't get a clean hit.
Now you be right screwed.
That's
Try
on me.
a different position.
This does not work.
You see that, Ishi?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I also wanted to change this. I can't do that, right?
Can't get a clean hit.
Whoops. A wall formed from tessellating blocks of bismuth rises before you, and from out of that wall juts a face at least 3 amawa high. Its mouth hangs open in a silent shout, eyes wide. A deep, frigid wind screams between the rocks. It carries whispers in its wake and chills you to your core.
What have we here?
The voice of Rimergond rumbles from the stone.
A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you?
The god chuckles, a sound like boulders crashing down a mountainside.
You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Berath. Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust?
The stone face splits into a broad smile. I could be useful to you.
But I have no need for a vassal. Everything I desire, I do for myself.
Aya thumbs her chin, nodding.
Embrace oblivion with open arms, Watcher.
The chill wind you first felt when you entered this place picks up, becomes a deafening cacophony, a shriek so loud and sharp it might tear the very bones from your skin, or shred your soul to cobweb tatterns. I'd rather he not. Your cry echoes out into the void. Slowly, the wind dies, and the cold abates.
Do you fear dissolution after all?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
How droll. As much as it would delight me to scatter your soul. You belong to Berath. I will spare you that fate. For now.
That was alarming.
As intended. Now, on to the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again.
Uh-huh. I'll do as you ask.
Of course you will.
He radiates a satisfaction thin and sharp as polar sunlight. Aya thumbs her chin, nodding. Kehu pinches his lower lip and smiles.
You might prepare yourself, Watcher, for something wondrous is on the horizon. Eothas will usher in an age glorious in its brevity.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. I'm looking forward to it.
Perhaps when Berath is through with you, I will find a use for you myself. Rare is the mortal who understands me as you do. And do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
Rimergond's voice fades to nothing, only the wind remains.
Spend more time in my mother. Speak your mind. The pleasure is mine.
Of winter. The beast.
Of course.
The beast.
Okay. Done and done! Well, kinda done. We have been teleported to somewhere not quite... Oh no, we didn't.
Watcher, can you hear me?
Could have sworn that we get teleported somewhere. You raise your head to find yourself surrounded by anxious faces. Flown withdraws the finger currently prodding at your temple and nearly stumbles backward.
Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merla, you had us in a panic.
Flown sets a hand to her chest and fans herself with the other.
I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still, breathing but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, I was about to try throwing some water in your face. What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything?
Rimergon sends his regards.
You had some kind of vision? A near-death experience?
With your safety assured, Flown's sympathetic expression quickly cedes to professional curiosity. No, I mean I literally went to the Beyond and spoke to Rimergond.
What was it like?
What was it like? Fucking scientists. Cold. Weird. While you speak, one of the researcher prods you gently with a copper rod. You hear the device in his hand give a high, piercing whine. Well, now what?
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result we wanted.
Yeah?
We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness. Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight, for want of a better word. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update, and to see I haven't done you any permanent harm. We'll send word when we're ready here.
Okay.
What say? Next time.
Alright, so time to return to Director Castol. And then probably time to go do something else. I think. Get out of Nekataka for a while. Queen's Birth? No, we should have gone to... Oh, well, we can't... Again, I don't know why we can't go directly to the VTC. So weird. Up to Director Castol. Then, trying to think if I want to just do some sailing, or if I want to go to like Dunnage or something like that.
Here he is.
Oh, I need
and
to go
in one piece.
Gullet.
I jest, of course. Was the experiment a success?
I helped Flown with her experiment at the Spire.
A very dramatic first attempt, I hear. Though, Alette has a tendency to gloss over details. But, I want to hear it from you. How did it go?
My soul was sent to the Beyond, into one of Rimergron's realms.
You'll put the priest into a frenzy with talk like that. Communion with the gods is their business.
Despite the levity in his voice, Castol regards you with gloomy regret.
A near-death experience does little to recommend Alette's efforts. I am glad you are in one piece, Watcher. We are in the early days of Alette's research. Flawed as this outing was, there is promise there.
Moderate positive reputation gained with the VTC.
This is only the start, you know. The very dawn of a new age of discovery. But just imagine.
Pistol spreads his hands. His eyes behind his spectacles are fever bright with enthusiasm.
Imagine if we could transport goods and people more quickly than any vessel or horse. Cure every kind of ailment. Perhaps cure disease altogether. We'll extend our lifespans by decades, maybe even centuries one day. This has all been the work of a single outpost. I want there to be a dozen outposts, 100. Animancers working together to better our lives. Look at what we have left behind. Old Valia is a battlefield at constant war with itself. But the republics have risen from that past. We can rise farther still. And in doing so, we will raise all of Aora with us.
Belfetto!
Alagina's outburst is restricted to a single word, but her gaze is riveted to the director. For a moment, you even see the blue flames of zeal flickering in the depths of her eyes. If your masters permit it.
They see the benefits of Luminous Adra now when our research is at its most nascent stage. They only need practical demonstrations. Once the potential is made clear, they will understand. But I've said enough. Too much, I think. There will be more experiments to come. Until then, I have a more grounded task I need assistance with. Nothing that should put your spirit in any danger.
Total quest experience 10,125. Holy shit.
Nekataka sees its share of smuggling. I doubt that would surprise anyone. But we've learned of a particular exchange that will have more dire effects than a few spoiled Hawana peasants.
There are no peasants in the tribes. Your people created this term.
Peace, man. They certainly aren't kings or queens, are they? There is a Royal Deadfire Company official by the name of Quarno, who has been meeting in secret with one of the Principi. I do not believe he works with the approval of his masters. He meets with a Captain Tola, a known pirate and smuggler. I hope I don't have to tell you that an alliance between a crooked royal official and the Principi is not the kind of trouble any of us need. I have a woman, Britza, waiting in the luminous bathhouse in Periki's Overlook. The smugglers do business there, and she has kept an eye on things. I promise to send assistance. Find her, and she will tell you what she knows.
Why not just tell the Royal Deadfire Company?
Telling you amounts to much the same, no? Someone has to put a stop to things.
Good thing that someone is us. Rauatine black powder is worth its weight in Adra out here.
Some questions first.
Of course. Best to go in prepared.
Why help the Royal Deadfire Company?
The discipline of the royal officers isn't really what any of this is about. I'm more concerned about the pirates. In this particular case, the companies share an enemy.
What can you tell me more? What can you tell me more about Britza?
A fine Valian woman. Steady temperament. Good sense. The bathhouse sees an enormous number of patrons every day. It is a useful place to have a set of eyes and ears on hand.
Anything else about these smugglers?
Only that Tola is a captain of middling repute and some small ambition. I expect she feels that a partnership with Quarno will give her an edge. Britza will know more. Excellent. Meeting you has been a stroke of luck, Watcher. I'll await your report.
You have my attention.
All right, and as we continue onwards, looks less and less likely that I'm leaving Nekataka, or changing party members for that matter. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Okay, we want to go to the Gullet to do the Jacalo hole portion of the quest. Then we're going to want to head back to Periki's Overlook do the luminous bathhouse, and do that part of that quest. Okay, head on over here, hop up to the gullet. The hole.
See? Boss was right. We found it.
By the cursed seas, I'll throw you down there myself if you do not hush right now.
Need something?
Have you seen a man named Jacquelo?
Lots of folks come through the hole, fresh face. Have a look around for yourself, yeah?
What
Need
can we
something?
buy?
What you need?
Any regulars
You'll
going on
find all
adventure?
kind.
Got. Aha! No. Oh. Stealth, streetwise, and sleight of hand. Damn! A nice book. Nice bonus! I feel like I just buy all of the stuff that she has. He has so little of it. Great. Give me all your fucking shit. His should be upstairs. Tasty mind snacks. Fucked up, man. That looks like,
Oh no. This does not look good.
right? Palagina surveys the damage to the room, eyes wide.
Why would someone do this to Jocolo's work? I thought Animances was safe here in the Deadfire. Even in a place this vile, someone must have heard or seen something. We should ask the owner if they know what happened.
Of course, we'll find Jacquelo, don't worry.
I hope so. Agrasima.
Need something?
What happened to Jacquelo? His room is a mess.
Can't say I know a jackalo, fresh face, but if you're meaning that guy with all the fancy and a schmancy equipment, bunch of pirates burst in here and dragged him right out. Now, the hole's no high society tea house, but that's still some of the weirdest shit I ever seen go down here. See, the pirates, every one of them was godlike. No doubt they hauled him through the Narrows. Heard him hollering the whole way. Poor guy.
Huh. Alright. So, search Delver's Row. Fuck me. Okay.
Your tentacles are making lewd gestures in my direction.
My apologies. They have a mind of their own.
Well, it's kind of cute, in a horrifying way.
That's strange. Just a strange scenario. Yeah, I'm going to Delver's Row. I was like, where am I going? Wabba-dabba-dub-bub.
It's the smell of cardamom. It's the smell of food, of course. And you tell
You got stuff to sell? Yeah, we got a fair amount of stuff to sell. Bada, 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 bada. Get a little bit of coin real quick. Easy peasy.
Looking to take the edge.
Nope.
Happily.
Aha!
You need a blade or a bludgeon or some sturdy armor. Umani has what you seek.
What happened to that godlike in the alley?
Some sort of scuffle between a lone fellow and a pack of godlike pirates. The lone man didn't look like much of a fighter, but he proved old Umani wrong.
Nods towards the body and cackles.
The pirates were taking him toward the lift, to the Undercroft. They must have spoken with the guard there. Perhaps he could say more. Perhaps you have more business for Derry.
Okay, we still have the Undying Burden here, which incoming weapon damage is reduced as maximum health is lost, so... Grants seconds wins, grants +1 athletics, grants constitution. That could be a good tank belt. And we've got Immortal Will. Immune to interrupts while they carry one or more injuries. I don't think so. Balance of reliability are always interesting. Okay, we're gonna save real quick and double check our belt. We have Munin's broad belt, which is just +2 athletics. I definitely think we fucking
You need a old Umani.
By the Undying Burden. That gives us +1 athletics, but +2 constitution, and then some damage reduction as we lose health. Pride and survival.
How nice.
What say? It will be so.
Okay.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly. Of course.
Gerari Cuirass. It is legendary, +4. Holy shit. 6,000? +4 armor rating, +1 armor rating from Gerari skin, and 10% of incoming hits converted to grazes from weapons. It is light armor, enchant, resistance, 15%, minus for 5 damage, minus 5 damage. That's amazing. We're gonna pick that up. Probably be a very good, like, Seraphim replacement. Like, right now, Seraphim has... So, for example... Someone specifically buy that. The base of 10. So current defenses is armor 12. Goes to armor 11. Thing being though is Fleshmender has +3 armor, but it has an additional +3 armor, but you lose that armor as soon as you take damage. So we're going down 1 point of armor, but really what we're doing is we're going up 2 points of armor almost immediately. I think that's probably going to be a good to go. Be told. We're good to go with things. Though now extinct, the giant lizards known as Garari once roamed the many islands of the Deadfire. They were fast, powerful, and cunning predators, hated amongst kith for their tendency to kill domestic goats and pigs if given half a chance. When foreign colonists arrived in the archipelago, many local governors placed an open bounty on any Garari, and the creatures were soon hunted to oblivion. Now rare due to a lack of available material, hardened Garari leather armor such as this is quite desirable, as it is tough and naturally flexible. I think it might be a good idea to go ahead and immediately turn this on. It gives us resistance to might afflictions, I think. Would be pretty good. I want to double check. We don't already have that, right? We have resolve afflictions, not might afflictions. Resistance, we have unflinching. Oh, is that from a barbarian thing? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're gonna check that out on the next video, and we'll check this out on the next video. We'll also visit the Spindleman and see if there's anything we can buy from him. So I think that's gonna be it for this particular video. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing some more. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.